Hello, my friends. Welcome to another broadcast of the Weekly Free Instant Tournament. And I will be hosting this broadcast not only on the YouTube channel where you usually see them, but also in my Substack, Bridge Substack. If you haven't heard of it, I've mentioned it a few times before. Let me share the screen to show you what it is about. Here it is, the Bridge Studio. I found out how to upload video here, so they will also be hosted here. And if you haven't checked it yet, take a look. Lots of interesting, instructive articles about the fence, play, and bidding. And I'm thinking of doing some promotions in the near future. So if you haven't visited the Bridge Studio yet, just go to this address, bridgestudio.substack.com. It's free to be a member. Some posts are restricted to subscribers, the ones that you see the lock icon, but others are free for all. And you will always get a notification once you join. So as I said, I'm thinking of doing some promotions, some ways for you to get to play with me in online or maybe even in real life. So I'm still thinking about how to implement that. But that said, let's go to the Weekly Free Instant Tournament. As you all know, 8 deals, match point scoring under the Solitaire tab. Let's see what awaits us. We have 15 high card points, a club, a diamond. We have more than enough to go to game. No reason for us to distort our shape with a double. Double would show both majors, but it would be hard for us to show the 5th spade in some auctions. So let's just bid naturally here. Now we can double. That is when they preempt. If partner passes, the double is probably all right. And if not, it has hearts, so I have no interest in defending once we've found a fit. So this is apparently 12 tricks here, unless some bad breaks occurring. And how the 12 tricks would be 5 clubs, 5 hearts once we roughed a diamond in dummy, and 2 aces, losing a spade at the end. So I don't believe there are so many bad breaks about that. The main concern here is how do we play if this guy has Jack 4th of clubs as a club stopper? And hearts are 3 for 1. So that he would probably have the singleton heart as well. So that would be a 6, 4, 1, 2 hand. More precisely, 2 spades, 1 heart, 6 diamonds, and 4 clubs. That's the hand we have to worry about. But we have to take care that we won't lose against the easy hands. So if hearts are 3-2, for example, and the hand is already over from the start, no. Now we can cash 1 club, rough 1 diamond, and play a 2nd club from dummy just to guard against that horrible scenario. No, it isn't. So now we can just draw trumps and lose a spade at the end. Hearts were 4-1, but clubs were not. See here, 78 means people are scoring fewer tricks, perhaps doubling diamonds. Let's look at what's going on at the other tables. Somebody bid and made 6 hearts. Well done to them. Lots of people did not make the 12th trick. See how this was a successful option. Very, very unscientific. 3 hearts, 4 hearts, 6 hearts. If partner had the queen of spades instead of the queen of clubs, we would be on a finesse, for example. So, not a big fan, but not arguing with success. Next case, we have 12 high card point hand, clear 1 heart opening bid, and club rebid. No problem so far. That's an invitation. We have a nice hand, but not enough for 3 no trumps since he's about 11, 12, and not enough for 5 clubs. So that's a pass. Can clearly imagine hands that make 5 clubs desirable. But here we have a dilemma at trick 1, whether to finesse or not. Because a finesse would allow us to pitch a spade. I would typically finesse against most players here, because most players would try to be leading from strength, I think. The robots are not so reliable. They rarely lead from honors, in my experience, at least. If I win the ace, then I'll have to draw trumps because I'll not have a lot of entries to dummy, to do a lot of things from dummy. I have to lead hearts and draw trumps with very few entries to dummy. So all in all, I think it's best to finesse and follow that plan. Sometimes they won't shift to spades. They can win the king if the king is upside, cash to spades, and then lock me in my hand with something like ace of hearts and a heart. And if hearts are 4-2 and the doubletone heart has the king of clubs even on side, I'm gonna lose a trick to it. That's annoying. That scenario is annoying. No finesse because the 2 lead is typically from length. They have so many diamonds, and the guy doesn't. He might, I guess, from 10-8, 10-7 have led a higher diamond. So against a human, I would clearly finesse here. I guess I'll do that. Because okay, so now we got our pitch anyway, and we need a heart. Guess at this point. Wow, heart 6-0. It's quite surprising. Maybe go down 1 if there is a heart over off, as I said. Yeah, down 1 is our destiny. We can claim now, using a spade. Clubs 4-0. What hand is that? They make 6 diamonds almost. They have 10 card fit with the ace on side. Somebody has avoiding clubs and avoiding hearts. That's very peculiar. Yeah. I understand on heart pass, but after over 1 spade, Mr. East had to admit something. We got 82% for trick clubs down 1. How did they handle these cards at the other tables? They went ahead. This guy should bid 2 diamonds over 1 spade, clearly, abundantly clearly. Okay. Now this is a 20 high card points, right? Not great. But it's a 2-no trump opening bidder. Not good enough to super accept in my view. I don't like these queens, this straight queens. If part has a 0 high card point with 5 spades, I'd like to be in 3, not 4. But now I prefer 4 spades to 3-no trumps. Sometimes it's short in diamonds, as you can see. So now we have, after the lead, we have to play a diamond to establish communications with dummy. Maybe discards 2 hearts from our hand and the king 10 of clubs. Maybe. Let's see what will happen. We have to draw trumps at some point. This is not the ace king. He would have led king from ace king. He's just afraid that I was on the leading there. Now that I can overtake. Do I need to overtake? Probably not. I'd like to rough a few diamonds anyway. But let's not overtake. So if this guy is short in clubs, he should be long in spades, relatively speaking. So there's no need for us to lead the jack. We should lead low. Sometimes there's a singleton king here. Or this. Interesting. He'll win and play back a trump. Maybe we can win. Oh no. Now we can probably establish the queen of diamonds for a 10th trick. It's risky to do otherwise. So pitching a heart guarantees the contract here. Plays a club, we're off high. Guarantees as long as the queen of diamonds survives. You'd have 2-4, 3-4. Looks good. I'll have to rough this high. Play club. Discarded his diamond. We'll cover this. You really have to finesse in hearts now. Unless he started with 5, but I don't believe he started with 5. Yeah, the heart finesse is necessary at this point. Since he doesn't have 5 diamonds. Unless he's force carding with those 9s and 10s of diamonds, but I don't believe it is. So his hand is from the bottom up. 2 clubs, 4 diamonds, 4 spades, and 3 hearts. If I don't finesse, I'm lost. I think I'm going down. Yeah, going down. One, and he followed 2 with a diamond. So the finesse in hearts was a big favorite in all cases. So I'm not sure that I played incorrectly, but I could have made it if I've just cashed the queen of diamonds. Gave it a good fight, but not good enough. Notice that when he has 5 diamonds, hearts are 5-2. And therefore, that's why the heart finesse is a big favorite. So I would have, if diamonds were 4-4 instead of 5-3, my line of play would be forced because the queen of diamonds would be roughed. And so it's interesting to see that the robot false cards with this 10s and 9s diamonds, and they haven't noticed him doing that yet. Know your opponents. Anyway, 1-no trump opening bid here. Transfer acceptance. My hand is not fantastic for game, either in spades or in no trumps. Let's play a part score in spades. Seems to be safest. Robot is very timid with 9. I would not have invited with 9. Maybe he got it wrong. He got it right because looks like you can lose 3 spades in diamond fairly easily. Maybe this guy has a single honor in spades. Spades are 3-2. There is a diamond rough looming. So there's no reason for me to spend that 10 of spades. Here comes the diamond rough. So the king and the jack of clubs, of trumps missing. Let's take spade to our hand. Okay. This is it. 3 spades, bid and made. I might have tried to discard diamonds in clubs, but that would expose me to other risks. Cash ace, king, queen of clubs to discard diamond. Maybe if I were playing in 4, I would consider this. Would it work? Yeah, it would. But if somebody roughs the clubs or if the jack of spades is offside, anyway, we're still not surviving, not great, but surviving. Board 5, that's a 1 spade over call. No objection, Your Honor. Let's play 4 spades. King of hearts lead. Looks like if this guy has king, queen of hearts, then this guy has everything else, including the king of clubs. And so we will lose 2 spades, the heart, a club, and a spade. If that is the case, it's a nothing deal. So let's draw trumps. Final trump. Guessing clubs. And claim. Yep. Nothing deal. 50%. 53%. Anyway, board 6. 14 high card points. Let's see, 1 club opening bid. Followed by 1 no trump. It's good to be a max once in a while. Okay. 14 and 10. But I like our stop, especially match points. There are too many aces missing. We have to lose 3 aces, of course. Spades appear to be 4-3. So we may get 5 tricks in the pointed, 2 spades and 3 diamonds, plus whatever we can get in hearts and clubs. So we need first of all to explore the hearts. Let's see if that will win or not. Ace of hearts offside. And now we have communications to dummy. Now it's time to explore the clubs, especially because they're not attacking spades, which was our weak spot. Now, if they continue diamonds, they didn't. But we are safe against. Now we are absolutely safe. We lose only 1, the ace of clubs. Now we can claim. Cashing the king of diamonds to discard that card. Making 3 against incompetent defense. All they needed to do was to duck a spade. at some point, at any point. Heart ace, deck of spade, club queen, deck of spade. At any point, they would get two clubs, two aces, and the fourth spade. Okay. 14 high card points, but these are rich in tens and nines. Still, we're vulnerable. So to me, that is still a one club opening bid. And partners bidding would like to compete, but there's no safe way to compete here. Since double is 15, it says. So we're defending two hearts. I'm not happy with that, but 6 of spades lead. That looks like, especially considering the king from them, Jack 9, 6. And Declare has a double on the ace. Remember, partner didn't double one heart, so he shouldn't have 4 spades. So you'll play a heart, and I'll play the king. No. He wants to rough clubs in down. Play a heart, man. We need a heart. Wake up, little Susie. He's oblivious to the risk of roughing clubs in them. Okay, so let's consider. If the card has 2-1 in the blacks, in the 2 spades and 1 diamond, that queen of diamonds, low, low jack appears to indicate that. Then he has 5-5. 5 hearts and 5 clubs. Partner has a heart stopper. And he also has the king of clubs, the queen of diamonds, and the jack of spades. So he has the queen, the hearts, probably. Not the ace. If he had the ace, we would be in the wrong contract. I have to play him for the queen. But has the queen, third of hearts. Should lead the 10 of hearts, not the 10 of hearts will force the declarer to win the ace or to allow us to draw 2 trumps from them. 10 of hearts is play. But I did have the ace, so we are in the wrong contract. Could have played king and a heart and a heart, but I really think that would be playing partner could have a very. Let's see if partner can overruff this now. Score the 9 of hearts. Yes. Down to 82%. Not bad. Vulnerability is a big variable here. But note that was an interesting deal about how if the declarer had the ace of hearts instead of the jack of the queen, how the 10 of hearts would put him into a very bad position. Okay, and then finally 1 diamond, opening bid. Followed by 1 spade. I'm a big believer in showing spade suits, even when they are this spade suit. So let's declare 1 on trump. Ten of hearts. There's nothing better for us to do than to try to run hearts. Sometimes they lead from 3 little. Those creative robots. And 8, jack 8. Looks like a jack 9, 8 and doubleton. Maybe not. Okay. Established our heart, club and a spade from our right. Remember, we're declaring from north. Queen of clubs. I will establish my club safely. Okay. Now we have two more tricks, the 9 of clubs and the ace of diamonds. It's just it's not full around. Okay, that was a good card to see. Sometimes they give us these gifts. 100%. Great final result. Maybe push this into first place. We were in second. Let's see. Yes. Just enough to push us into first place. Anyway, interesting here then, especially the 7, even though the hand was not as I was imagining it. The position of leading a low heart from King Doubleton attracts me. I think it's an interesting position. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see each other next week. I know there has been a long gap between my last broadcast. Many things going on. That Substack is one of them. There were the Toronto Nationals last week. So many interesting things going on. Keep tuned here and at the Bridge Stack, the Bridge Studio. The Bridge Studio. Let's put it, end the transmission with home screen of the Bridge Studio. Here it is. Bridgestudio.substack.com.